Buenos días y alegrías, mi familia. Grand rising. It is 6 in the morning, and I have been awoken by the spirits. They have much to say. They had much to say. So, the Gospel of Judas. How many of you fell for that? How many of you fell for that? Yep. I feel your pain. Now, do you know why we believe those stories? It's not because you're weak, although they would say you are. And there's parts in the Bible of King James that they don't say to help the weak at all, because he wants to devour them. No. The reason why we believe is that we believe because we believe everyone is operating from a good standard point of trying to help humanity grow and not stop you from reaching your full potential. And maybe not your full potential. Maybe this is like someone just stopping you because they want to prove to themselves that you're stupid and that you would fall for anything I would tell you. And the reason you would fall for anything that I would tell you is because you love them. Or blind loyalty. You wouldn't question anything that they tell you. You would just automatically believe it. Because these could be people that raised you. Your brothers, your sisters, your family, your cousins, your mom, your aunt, your uncle, whoever. Because you're adopting to their belief system. What they believed. And now you will believe. It's kind of like indoctrinating your kids in the same religion you grew up in, so now you're going to be a Catholic. I'm a Catholic, you're a Catholic, and so on and so forth. Yeah. They didn't give you an option, they didn't give you a choice, they just decided for you. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? And everything in this world has its purpose. Everything must be perfect. Actually, perfection is one of the 12 aeons. So, isn't that interesting? I always thought perfection was a trap, to keep you constantly trying to fix yourself, fix your hair, fix your teeth, fix your skin, fix your this, fix this. But it wasn't about physical. It was about your true essence of the emanation of light. It's perfect. There's nothing wrong with you. You already made perfect. They just want to make you believe you're not, which is a different parameter. So the Gospel of Judas, I did further research into it because I guess that's why I woke up in the middle of the night thinking. And the Spirit put it in my head. Yes and no. I was like, yes, he was a loyal servant. However, he made the choice to turn him in for 30 pieces of silver. To get ahead in the world. To put a name on his to put a title on his name. Ain't that some shit? Put a title on my name. The killer of killers. The shit of shits. I don't know. Wild. Hail, Holy Queen. Supreme Being, Avre Babelo, from the Creator, the One. We honor you here and now with much love, and we renounce the 12 archons. We renounce the demiurge. We renounce the teachings of hate, of ignorance, of doubt, of anger, of petty, of clinging on to authority. There's something with that. That clinging word is like, The reason Jesus didn't hate you as much is because he knew that the majority of you were asleep. And I know I'm using the wrong choice of words of hate, but hate right now is what is being spread. That hate is at 40. And the 40 years of Jubilee are coming up. There's a very significance about the 40, right? Because we're in the time of Lent. This is 40 days that Jesus walked in the desert. There's a lot of 40s at this time that are looking at me. What is the 40? As per Spirit, your money will overflow this month. Do those projects. DMV. Anybody named with the letters D, M, or V? Number 4. There's a soul trap. There's some type of brainwashing mechanism that from these people, right? We talked about how you did not question their authority. You would do as they said. They were the lead by example, except what type of example were they putting on you? What did they actually teach you? Did it end up trapping your life? Did you end up dating all these destructive women or men because you were looking for love in all the wrong places, looking for love in too many faces, looking for love? It caused karma in your life because you were constantly looking for approval of others. Because you were looking for an approval from the D, M, or V, or a life path 4. Oh, man. Am I good enough now? Am I good enough now for you? Ooh. Sheesh. Spirit did want me to let you guys know that there was 12 disciples. They were men. However, the part that they don't tell you is that there is also 7 disciples, women. 7 women disciples, 12 men disciples. Together, they make 19. 19 disciples. On the multiples of 19, you're gonna get 19, 38, 57. 57 is the number codex of the lower realm, or should I say, the physical realm of the moon, which can put you to sleep of an illusion. The way that we can beat the archons, which the 12 archons can also be the dark side of the zodiac. The zodiac. Each zodiac is a representation of these 12 disciples, of the 12 archons that control this realm. And you know them as Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Those are the names of the archons. Isn't that something wild? Makes you feel... Because I was thinking about how, like, I remember the name Joe and Carl are looking at me, a life path 4. Life path 4s are looking at me. A life path 4. The love that you were looking for. It might have been from a person that started with this letter, or that's how it started. But this was an apparatus. She used this person to get to you. Ooh, the letter L, the letter S, the J, C, Z, TJ, C, Avery, Dorothy. Look, life path 4s, I know them as, I have classed them as crowns. However, they're not a spiritual crown. It's the physical crown. These are people who their birthday will add up to the number 13. And 13, you break that down to number 4. Remember, the devil works in singularities, divide and conquer. And these queens or kings, that's what I call them, believe that something is owed to them. It's overdue, it's due. It's a dude. I'm getting a lot of Bridgerton in those times. Of titles, of duke, of duchess, of a baron. Like all these names that are gone. We don't hear that shit anymore. Nobody announces themselves, I am the Duke of Duchess of Colorado-ness. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm the father of Ramses Enton. Of the location, Ireland. I don't know. I don't remember how it goes. I saw it somewhere on Facebook. And these people, I call them. Their symbol is a crown. But I call them the silver spooners. Because they believe they were dude something. This life, I am owed this. Like, I should have stables and horses and land and houses and cars. Everything. They cover it up with the person's name. But the true thing that you're looking at is the life path 4. This queen or king that terrorized your life made it absolutely fucking impossible to live your life in peace, in harmony, in coexistence of individuality of one another, of a brainwashing. Of you were always looking for an approval of others. And it's not others. It was one person. One. I'm hearing a lot. Your sister, your mother, your father, your cousin, your brother, someone very close to you. It was a soul trap. It was the end of... It was the end of your speech. This person didn't want anybody to know that you were the real deal. You're the army of God. This person, they shitted on you. They hated you. Because they're lost. And maybe on pills. You're the real deal to heal. And they know money's coming in. Because we've been talking about it. They don't know what or how or where or what. And if it's number 4, 4 is, say that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Cancer. The 4th house. The ties with your family. It's not a soul trap. It's a soul tie. Oh, of your fundamentals and how you move. How we think about ourselves. Dang. This is from 12 o'clock to 2 p.m. From 12 to 2. And the darkest, the shadow hits at noon or midnight. The shadow hits at noon or midnight. And pay attention if you don't believe me. Pay attention how shit starts to pop off during lunchtime or at midnight. It's like people just forget their humanity. People forget that to be kind and courteous to one another. People forget and fuck you. It's my lunchtime. I'll get the fuck out of here. I don't have time for this shit. Blah, blah, blah. The realness starts to come out. These silver spooners. Ay, ay, ay. Something also is looking at me. These 11s with their intuition. They could be trying to steal the intuition of an 11, a life path 11. You could start with the letter B, the letter I, M, J, G, P, A, E. What's that? B, are. Now I've noticed that when a king or a queen come into existence, their offspring can and will be a life path 11, because you're thinking of it in King Arthur and Merlin, the wizard. The wizard was the life path 11. King Arthur was the life path 4. They come hand in hand, because the king or the queen needs their counsel of intuition to know what's coming in. And they work in both realms, dark or light. It depends on you. It depends on if you're going to be a good nature or a fucked up nature. You choose. You choose how you handle when people come to talk to you. You choose whether you're going to be an asshole or you're going to be a good, kind-hearted person, and you're actually going to listen to what they're telling you. Listen. Listen to understand, not listen to defend or reply or an attack. Because the first thing they tell you is, this too shall pass, let it go, let it go. But then they want to come back and fight you? Well, that just tells you their nature. They're still asleep. What do we need to know about this? Approval of others. That's a shadow. It's a shadow of 2. The approval of others manipulate you to death. To manipulate you till you end your own life. Till you end yourself, right? Self-mutilation. Wow, by brainwashing. By brainwashing you into believing that there's no way out. That's why a lot of you turn to Christ. That's why a lot of you turn to the church. That's why a lot of you turn to religion. Religion. The religion of your church. The church of your religion. And what you believe in Christ or you don't believe in Christ. The way to truth is through Christ. Truth is the way into your new life. He offers you this by understanding that through him is where you find the glory. It's gotta come down. Through him. Because the mind is still an operating mechanism. It's through as you walk down into your heart. De Jesus, the DJ. Because a lot of the emotions that come from the ocean of your heart is where a lot of things pop off. Because the ones that are more erratic in the world are the red bloods. Those red bloods operating from the distorted heart of prove your love to me versus the logical mind of facts and reasons and common sense. It's very hard for the mind and the heart to talk to each other because they work in different realms. Like the king and the queen. They work in different realms. However, you're supposed to work together. This is the unit of together unity. Manipulate you to death to end it. This could be the energy that they were sending you. Stop running from your feelings. Nothing works in your favor. Or are you feeling judged? Or are you judging yourself? Oh, what's the truth in this? Manipulate you to death. What's the truth in stop running from your feelings? It's a Gemini upside down. Geminis. What did you see, Gemini? And you didn't say anything. That's what I think. That's what I hear about Geminis. It's what did you see? And you might have mistaken what you saw. You might have believed something else because it's upside down. Or they told you a different story, right? And you just went along with the flow. Ooh. Manipulate you to death? Divine Masculine. Of your joy, of facts. The Divine Masculine works from the third eye perception of the kingdom, the crown. The mind. Of minding your own business. Of mind what matters. To speak the facts of reason. This has a lot to do with the operating procedure of your thoughts, Barbelo. I gotta take that word off there. Every time I see it, it makes me mad. Archon. Yeah. But everything has its purpose. The archons have its purpose. You need to integrate the shadow. The archons are the shadow. I feel as though these archons, right? They're the darkness. It's always something that's copied from the light to corrupt the souls. However, it's a test of the emergency broadcast system. Are you going to go along with what they tell you? Or are you going to question their authority? And make sure you're questioning every single parameter so that they can't trap you. Divine Masculine. A lot of you Divine Masculines could have fallen for this 8 and 5. For those of you who don't know, the devil operates 8 and 5s. The devil operates 5s and 6s. However, because that's an alternate universe that they're always trying to constantly correct in their mind. Because in their mind, everybody's bad. And we're all going to be bad, so let's be bad. Do what thou will, right? Shit. I'm going to sleep with her. I'm going to sleep with him. I'm going to eat whatever, however. I'm going to buy whatever, whenever. I'm going to buy whatever I want and not pay my bills. Like, you're not going to have a house. You're not going to have this. You're not gonna, you know what I mean? Like, no. Fuck your facts. I'm going to take with the joy. Stop running from your feelings, Gemini. They calling you out, Gemini. Why are they calling you out, Gemini? What did you see? What did you pretend to be? Because Gemini is also mini. Oh, what? A Gemini is mimicking someone else's feelings. Oh, you are so busted, you stupid bitch. You are mimicking the feelings of the 4. Because of why? Someone's mother. Someone's mother. Because this mother probably has the same energy about somebody else that they feel about them. Remember, when a mother has a child, that energy that she was carrying you for 9 months, it transfers over. So something happened to your mother. That when she gave birth to you, you birthed that energy. Of that jealousy, envy, just haterade. Nothing works in my favor. Feeling judged by God. Well. I told you there was a mother on the field. I told you. This person could be someone's mom. Someone's mom. This is someone's mom. She might be operating from the same feeling of mimicking these feelings from somebody else who is that life path 4. Because they might not be the same life path numbers. Ooh, why does she get to have this? Why does she get to have that? Why, what? I feel like maybe the Gemini might be compromised to go along with this hater nation. Because it's easier to go with the flow. Because what did we just say? It's easier to believe a lie than to question their authority or to question them. Because maybe they're giving you a handout. Maybe they helped you get that job. Maybe they gave you a place to stay. Maybe they gave you a car. Maybe this, maybe that. But maybe did you think to question that those things that they gave you was a condition? Because real love shows up. Real love is there for you. Doesn't have to buy you shit. but are there for you when you're sad, when you're happy, when you're angry, so that you have a shoulder to cry on, someone to hug you when you feel like the world is collapsing in your own mind of your own perception. Love shows up with clarity. When you are losing your mind and you're going bananas, love brings peace of mind. That's why it's called that. Damn. Oh, this mother. I'm getting women, bro. Let's see. Who are these women? Dish Grace. It has a lot to do with the state of grace. That is the second house. No, that's the first house. Aries. There's something to do with an Aries. Maybe your state of house is not graceful and easy. Look, it's all fucking predictive programming. Shut up, sit down, watch this, do as I say. Eat your bag of chips and shut the fuck up. Shit, gotta be at someone's house. Someone's lusty, could be the letter K. That the fact that you're at someone's place. Yeah, you're at someone's place. It literally just felt like that. Aldo, Alberta. Somebody's name starts with A and then L, or AL initials, TR initials. Low down and skirts. Someone's MO. This is someone's MO. To make sure you always go along with their plan. Whoa! This is coming to you from that number 17. Look alive. They're playing cuckoo with you. Number, shut up. Hollywood, bro. To manipulate you to end your own life. Right? All the truth is coming out right now, like about all these suicides, like the latest one that they just pulled the records from is Kurt Cobain. Kurt Cobain. The truth is out. It was Courtney. Damn. It was Courtney. They covered it up because, she sold her soul to the group of blood magic. I took him out. He was giving too much information. He was the one who was actually talking about Nirvana. He was the first to talk about Shambhala. He felt it in his heart that something was wrong when he started doing this music, and he started seeing how he would program people and he would manipulate people and it would make them act just like the lyrics of the song. And so he was like, what the fuck? And so he was trying to snap people up. Wake up. The song was supposed to wake you up, not fall into the transmission of, yes, do as I tell you to do. That's why they love musicians. Love them. Not just that, but the Hollywood, anything entertainment. To corrupt the masses, the minds, the hearts, to move in the direction that they wanted to move. But as you can see, look at how fucked up this guy is. With nails. He's like reminding me of like a voodoo doll. Bird is picking at him. A saw at his leg. Would you die for me? Would you cut off a limb for me? Would you do this for me? Would you do that for me? And it's reminding me of all these good people that are just constantly giving away your energy because you think they're good, when they might not want the best for you. These mothers might not want the best for you. And you're trying to like tooth and nail do anything and everything that they ask you for. But at the end of the day, it's never enough because I don't have your money. I don't have your title. I don't have your house. I don't have your car. This is a mother who is not happy with your success. Wow. Yeah. Kate, they used you as bait. Look, it's a baby. To steal your brain. And then you're oh no, that could be your stomach. It's reminding me of the lechuza, the fucking owl witch. to mess with your instincts, of your behavioral patterns, of your emotional drive. Right? Because it says the waters. The heart. The heart is water and air. Like a duck that can swim on the water and then fly away. When people start to give you shit. But you were hooked. The fake hook was the last reading, y'all. 30:30 at the clock. Yeah, it's a mother, dude. Don't look at her. Look at me. This mother could be envious of your love life. Could be envious of your love life. Number 10. Now if you could see it. Clear. Number 10. Wowee. What is this? Sunny side. I will not let the past challenges rob me of opportunities to be happy in the future. There's that Rob the Slob. So this Rob the Slob is your mom. Dang. In her home life, constantly thinking up what's the next move she's going to do to block you from this Hollywood, from this creative endeavors, from this person is the one that's judging you. Because they feel like you're the one who's being favored at this time when they don't have facts, they don't have their feelings, they don't have favor. It's not in order. Like they're not following in line. They wanted you to fall in line. As I'm telling you, you should do what I'm telling you. Don't question my authority. Oh, what is her problem? The last straw. Whatever the fuck she did, whether she did spell work or she poisoned your cup, or the last I heard was this fucking kid ate a butterfly and injected it into himself and he died a slow, painful death within 7 days. What the fuck, dude? Please, God, don't do that. Don't do that. The last straw. It might not be spell work. It might not be the butterfly thing. It might be the fact that this mother might have called your job and said something stupid about you. This person did this person did that, trying to hurt your future. See, it's that letter F again. Your flow, your facts, your favor, your feelings. Oh, and we kept thinking it was an F name. Like, fuck you and fuck off. That's what I'm gonna fucking tell you. Fuck, shit. God. I can't get down with that. Like, honestly, like, why? I don't get it. I never understood why people can be so ugly to one another. Especially your own family. Look, it's future. Your own family. Fully divine, fully human. Jesus. I don't get it. I don't have that shit in my heart. They're fucking burdens. They were trying to put their burdens on you of the choices that they have made because it fucked with their life, because of their feelings, because of their facts. They're not legit. They didn't follow through. Yeah, no, their thoughts were meh. They feel as though you had all the choices. You know how you get choices? When you start speaking the truth. When you claim that Lord Jesus Christ is your Savior. You say, Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me. Only call upon my name and I shall be healed. It has a lot to do with knowledge, y'all. Understanding how your own psychology of your own perception could be the one that's making you jealous. Could be the one that's making you run from these people. Or you are fucking doing spell work. You would more likely follow fucking Santeria, voodoo, hoodoo, whatever you do, than to call upon God, that God talks about salvation, which is redemption, which is change your behavior of repentance, which is change your mind of your burdens of the choices you have made. You made these choices. You walked in it. Number 24. Number 6. No, it wasn't me. It was the 9. Yeah, of course. Blame it on the rain. Fucking wow. Divine Masculine, what the fuck happened to you, bro? What the fuck? Beloved, you are an angel. So they took you for a ride, dude. They took you for a ride. They made you believe something that wasn't true. Huh? The soul trap. The lead by example. The fact that you didn't ask questions. You were just brainwashed into believing that it was true. There's fallen angels. The future, it all comes down to divine timing. The future of your beloved. I guess maybe you always held the belief that one day you were going to find your one. And that name is the name of the true God. The one. You're not over here looking for two, right? Manipulate you to death. You too. Yeah, fuck you, Bono. And the shit we just found out about you, you sick fuck. You are an angel. You knew that the future was coming and divine timing. Which, by the way, if you guys have not found your one, I saw a pair of ducks. Literally on my lawn. We went to go do the Dairy Queen free cone. Which, by the way, I had the cherry. Ooh, that was good. I think I'm going to try the orange to go next. Or that blue one. It's going to be my mission to try them. Try the flavors. You can't beat the chocolate because the chocolate is amazing. But yeah. Anyways. Beloved, my angel. Maybe that's why they think you're favored, because you have an angel that came down from heaven to show you your feelings are facts. You align your feelings to your facts, so you align your mind to your heart as you communicate. And this mother's problem is what? They're not a sunny side up egg. They're not a sunny side up egg. They're all up in your business. Nosy Rosie. That name could be significant. All up in your business. What are you doing? How you doing? What happened? Where? What? What are you eating? You went to Dairy Queen, huh? Which flavor did you have? How many did you buy? It was $1 if you wanted it dipped. See, that's the part my wife looked up. She was like, okay, the cone is free. However, if you want it dipped, you have to pay for $1. And I was like, what the fuck? I thought you said it was free. She was like, babe, you have to pay for the chocolate dipping. I was like, oh, okay. Hated you all your life. This person, this mother, was nosing up in your business that it was the last straw of anybody being with you or around you, because you're favored by God. And so you carry this golden light energy that attracts anybody and everything to you. And for them, that's why they just fucking hated it. I need to know who you're talking to, when you're talking to, how you're talking to them, so that I can revert them to me. What? Yeah, magic. Black magic again. They took assistance in the black magic. Jesus Christ. This person could be a Libra, or they sent in a Libra to break your life, your marriage. You paid for all that shit. These people will pay people to get into your life to break what you have built. Your love life, your marriage, your home, your job, your car, whatever. just funny because they were showing me how there's a cemetery near your house. That could be significant for some of y'all. Trying to take your fucking bliss. Yo, this is significant because the times that I've been with my wife, 2 people gave us a jar of pickles. And I thought, of all things to give, why a jar of pickles? First of all, I get weird when people give me food. I'm like, why are you giving me this? Why you make this for me? What? I question it. What does this entail? What does this come with? What do you want from me? I just jarred pickles. Yeah, no, fuck no. I'm not stupid. That's the first thing people be messing with, people's food. Pickles. You know that vinegar, the pickle juice, has a lot to do with breaking spells. Vinegar breaks spells. It's a pinnacle wrapped on the crown of your head, jarring your bliss. Why do you get to have this love life, this money, this everything? You could have shared it with me, but you wanted to go against me. Nope. Do you think it's funny how it's the same colors? Look, green and pink. Green and pink. Green with envy. It's really such a shame that these people would have tried to try and take your future because you're favored. If you would follow the rules of God, of Jesus, and when you do practice the walk, when you do practice the talk of talking the truth, and you find your way, and then you land into your new life, land into your new life, the new life, then you're going to come across the same names Jesus did in his life. The same names in the Bible. They repeat. And I thought it was fucking hilarious because they talked about this last thing that I watched, talked about his brother. Jesus had a brother and his name was James. And when they were talking about the fucking archons as the zodiacs, I remember my friend named James. He's been the second James in my life. But the first one was middle school, and it was just like, oh, hey, you know, we didn't really mix. We were not in the same groups. Anyways, James was the husband to my best friend at the time. And we all lived together. And I remember when I asked for his birthday, because I love to map people's birthdays out. I'm like, okay, because, you know, I love numbers. And now, let me check this out. It tells me a different story than what everybody knows. And when I found out that he was a Cancer, I was like, oh. He's like, what? I fucking hate Cancers, dude. Y'all are the fucking same. Y'all think your shit don't stink. Y'all act all fucking erratic, emotional, crazy. But there's a difference between a male Cancer and a female Cancer. And he wasn't all crazy emotional like that. But I remembered when I started talking about Cancer, he was the first person to ever tell me that shit is fucking stupid. Like, shit's fucking stupid. It's bullshit. They don't fucking, it's a lie. Because whenever he would read what it meant to be a Cancer, it never linked up with him. Like, for him, it was like, I'm not like that. I'm not like that. I don't do it like that. No, that's not me either. And the other person that I know who does that shit too is my wife. My wife does that shit. She's like, I don't associate that with that. No, that's not me. No, that's fucking bullshit. I don't know. Nope. And I was like, wow. But now thinking back as I'm saying it out loud, I'm like, you were asleep. You didn't want to believe what we were telling you. That's like someone coming up to you and telling you, dude, you're being a fucking dick. All he heard was, I'm a dick. Not, you're being a dick. You're acting like a dick. Oh, you want me to be a dick? I will fucking show you how to be a dick. Like, no. You didn't hear me right. It's like that girl that does these tricks to her husband. That I still can't catch the other one. Like, I still can't figure it out. That she's like, if you figure this out, I'll give you the money. But if you figure out, I get the money. Either way, she gets the money. And he was like, huh? That's a good one. But he was the only person that was like, that's fucking stupid and I don't know what. And Jesus teaches James, his brother, that the archons is like another way to subjugate you to the zodiacs into saying like, you know, because I came across a Scorpio one day and the Scorpio was like in a bad fucking mood. She hadn't smoked, she hadn't drank or whatever. And then automatically was like, this is just how I am. I'm a Scorpio. Like, she had to fucking say those words that I was like, no. It has nothing to do with your Scorpio. It has everything to do with you're just a fucking bitch. And you believe that you can do what you want as long as you throw down, I'm a Scorpio. Shut the fuck up. And I left my coffee over there. Dang it. Like that. It's like whenever they, you know, because my sun sign is a Taurus. They say, oh, Tauruses are stubborn. And I was like, no. I mean, we can be, yes. However, I'm more likely going to just fucking walk away from you when you say something stupid. Because I heard you the first time. You don't need to be fucking repeating it to me. If I said what, it's because I heard what you said and I'm trying to help you correct yourself the second time and make sure you say it correctly before I check you. And when I check you, it's gonna hurt. Are you sure? Which is the same thing, right? They see Tauruses as aggressive. But it's that, you know, we stand strong in what we believe in. But even like that, you know, I can't just be all, I'm a Taurus, I'm a Leo, I'm a Virgo. Which is funny because the demiurge, the demiurge has the symbol of the lion head and the body of a snake. So in my mind, that told me, wait a minute. You mean to tell me that he's the first one to fall? The Leo. That I was like, dang. Because he's the fixed sign. And from the fixed signs, the 4 that come from God, the cherubim, you're telling me the Leo's the first one to fall? And I can tell you, by many Leos that I have met, oh, they love the dark side and pretend like it didn't even happen. Ooh, I love to check me some fucking Leos. Bitch. What's the fixed sign is the cross of God. Is the Aquarius, the Taurus, the Scorpio, and the Leo. It's so funny. But everything has its purpose. Because once the demiurge figured out that the Savior was coming, right? Because he descended into hell. He brought knowledge with him. And he helped him to see himself. And how we all have a dark side. And how we all can operate from a distortion of a belief system that our parents, our mother, our brother, or father, somebody told us. And we believed it and we held on to that belief. And then defended to our dying day. Instead of questioning your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, and being like, wait a minute. No. That don't feel right within me. Something sounds off about that shit. Let me do my own research and then I'll come back and we'll have a discussion about it. Because right now it feels like you just fucking threw a monkey wrench to my stomach. Trust your feelings. That's the Gemini. The Gemini is to trust the feelings that are happening within inside of them the moment someone says something around them. within you, around you. But if you were upside down, that means you just kind of just went with the flow with whatever the fuck they told you. Gemini. To be in two places at once to understand what is happening within you and around you. 32 is the tree of life. 23 is the activation of money. So money moves your tree of life. I get it. Depends where you are. Depends where you live. Depends who's feeding you, who's clothing you. I understand. But if that person really does truly love you like they say they do, then they would allow you to have your own opinion. And not you just constantly going with whatever the fuck they say. And if you are going along with whatever the fuck they say, then you really don't have your own judgment. You follow somebody else's authority, which is blind obedience. There's a reason why people are born with glasses. You were supposed to learn something about blind obedience. Ooh. Woo, woo, woo. Yo, another name is looking at me. So whose mom is this? Whose mom is this? Bella, whose mom is this? Does it sound familiar to you? Whose mom is this? Priscilla, the jar. Priscilla and your spell jars. What the fuck are you doing, Priscilla? Look, both of these are like girls from the 50s. Maybe they like those times, blast from the past. What the fuck are you doing, Priscilla? Carrie, we all saw that show. Her mom was all fucked up in the head. Mommy Dearest locked her in the fucking closet and then wondered why she had all these powers. God gave it to her to help her out of the situation of her shit show that she was in. That situationship. Because she came for her mom at the end of the fucking movie. She fucking broke down the house and killed themselves. Took her mom out with her. Dang. Mommy Dearest, right? Mommy Dearest. Ooh. Tessa. And I heard Teresa. Made you eat all those cookies so you can be a winner. Mucus mint. It's funny because the Girl Scout cookies are out right now. It's out. You should buy them. Harry, protect them. Support them. The fuck out of here. Lita. Leaky Lita. Kinetic snot. Who makes you sick? Or, you know, I'm getting like from white to black. Are you black girls that are pretending to be white to fit in? I remember her. I had a discussion with her. Ooh, trying to fit in, right? Oh, telling someone's business. Oh, trying to cast them out of their own future endeavors, trying to be all up in their business, right? Blame it on the rain. Oh my God. Chinga, dude. We have to take accountability for ourselves. We have to. It's the only way we're going to evolve. And yes, we fuck up. And yes, we were mad. And yes, it could have been because you were hungry. And yes, it might have been because you didn't sleep. Yes, you got pissed off because your husband said something. But instead of you taking it to him, you take it to your mom, your brother, your sister, whoever's more convenient. Pick on the weak ones, right? Pick on the little ones. Pick on the ones that are fatherless. Pick on the ones that you believe that you can. Wrong. That's why they're favored. Because they didn't have anybody defending them from these parents, these brothers, these sisters, these neighbors, whoever. And they only had God. And they were children. And so you wonder why now they're favored? Come on. Think about it. How did Carrie get those powers? Think about it. evolution, baby. When you fucking pin somebody in the corner and you think you've got them, you think you can do all these things to people, you think you got it, God has the last say. Best believe that whatever the fuck spell work you're throwing, at the end of the day, God will evolve these children to know the truth. Because they got on their knees and they prayed and they cried. And if your ancestors on the other side see you cry, you best motherfucking believe that they will mess your world up. They will walk through them. And then you're going to start to hear fucking crazy and you're going to start to fucking figure out what the fuck is going on. My daughter's possessed? My daughter's possessed! Oh, no. The ancestors just walked through them. Talk through them. They were telling you what to say. You could hear it within you. Not every psychic is a medium. Not every medium is a psychic. Now, that could be another reason why this mother or aunt or whoever was obsessed with you. Because the spirits would come through you and speak through you. But because you didn't have anybody defending you, you had no one to call when you were sick. You had no one there to help you with these extracurricular activities. I know I'm saying that wrong. And so they had you by the TV. This was your babysitter. You didn't even have a babysitter. It was a TV. What did they feed you? The same old PB&Js. Same old. They didn't favor you. There was times when there was no food in my fridge. Growing up. Shit, I remembered I would walk to school every day. I just watched a show. It was George Lopez. I had never seen it before. My wife was talking about it, so I started to watch it. And George Lopez was freaking out because his son, who's 10 years old, wanted to walk to school by himself. His mom gave him the phone. It was like, if anything happens, you dial 911 and you leave. And she was giving him information on how to recognize a creeper. George Lopez freaked out and was like, I don't want my son to be walking at 10 years old. I don't know. He was trying to look out for his kid. I would walk to school every day. Middle school, elementary school. I don't ever remember my mother dropping me off. As a matter of fact, yesterday I was thinking about, I don't ever remember my mom ever giving me a bath. Like when you see it on the TV, like, oh, okay, it's bath time, and your mom goes in and she like gives you a bath and then talks to you and all sweetly or whatever. I don't remember that shit. I've come to a point in my life where it doesn't hurt me that I'm gonna it is what it is. It's over. It's done. I'm like fucking 44 years old now. But you think about this stuff that happened in your life. You think about it. Because now I'm a mom. And I give my kids baths and I sing them little songs. I buy them toys for the bath. My dogs. I get them special soaps and conditioners so they can smell nice for their little folds and because they're pugs and and their oil treatments. It's crazy. I see the difference. It's so funny how now you can see the difference from when you were a child with your mother and how now you're a mother with your child. And yes, I'm gay, so I don't have actual live human children, and I can tell you right now, there was too much trauma that happened to me in my life that I couldn't deal with the talk back. I don't think I could deal with the talk. My dogs talk back to me and I can hear them and I know they're sass. But it's different versus a kid actually calling you out, because if you don't know, kids are karmic. They start that way. Damn. So crazy. Especially if you have children from like different fathers. There was like this article that I read when a mother has a daughter, it was for her to learn self-love first. Like if the first child comes in and it's a daughter, the mother needed to learn more self-love. So the daughter comes as a mirror to give her the self-love so that she knows how much she's loved. But if in the womb you had jealousy, envy, hate, doubt, panic, whatever, guess how the kid comes out? Right? We did talk about silver spooners. Are you telling me that the mother was owed something? When is it my time? When is it my house and my car and my family and my this and my that? God can giveth and God can take it away if you don't grow together. But if you grow apart, then guess what happens? So if there's a pair of ducks on my lawn, that tells me there's some unities that are coming together. So let's focus on that. What's this unity of love coming together? Ooh, you have faced a control drama of narcissistic tendencies within yourself. A tendency to be kind of an asshole. Yes. You are using people to fill up your void. Where is your willpower? You are using people to fill up your cup, right? Fill up your jars. I fucking hate this bitch. I hate this bitch. Right? You hate Priscilla, so you put her in a jar. I remember Priscilla. I used to work with her. And yes, I totally get it. She was an asshole. However, the thing I liked about Priscilla, she gave it to you as is. And sometimes it was sweet, and sometimes it was a jagged pill, and sometimes it was and sometimes she was mocking you and laughing behind your back, but then she would tell you. You get what I'm telling you, right? She would tell you like that, and I can appreciate that. Right? The preservatives of pickles of Priscilla. Of the photos. Oh, Priscilla, what'd you do? What'd you do? Of power. What'd you do? You have overcome this control drama of being an asshole. And you're no longer using people to fill you up. You are now preserving your energy and giving your own power to yourself. And maybe that's why you package these pickles to give to somebody. Because you finally did something you've always wanted to do, and you wanted to share it with people who are actually there for you, who actually show up. Remember, it can go very dark, or it can go very light. You decide. What is the other overcoming? Blood is not thicker than water. Hijo Su, is this a family reading or what the fuck? Eek. Eek. We're talking to water signs, bro. Let's see who comes out. Cancer is over here by your money flow, checking to see, hey, how much you have, how this, how that, how blah, blah. Bitch, it ain't your problem. It's not your problem. You don't pay my bills? The fuck? The fuck? Wow! Scorpio is also on this beloved. You're an angel. I always knew. When I first saw you, I already knew. There was something inside of you. Something I thought that I would never, ever find. This month, a Scorpio is looking back at the times. They're looking back. It's these people at the top. They're at the top. They're at the top of the water. They're not in the deep end anymore. They're on a boat and they're at the top and they're reflecting. So God saved your ass. I wonder why. Some of you out there could have put in a word for these dumbasses to wake up. Taurus. Like I said, it all comes down to divine timing. There was something about you, something I thought that I would never find this lifetime. How you changed my world, you'll never know. I'm different now, you helped me grow. You came into my life straight from above. When I used to hold, you showed me love. I'm checking for you right on time, angel of mine. With much love. May this message help you from these women of our Life Path 4 to understand that when we come into this space, we're here to give you a grace period of mercy. For you are already made perfect, and you just need to remember the love of your wisdom. That whatever they told you was a perception of what they wanted you to believe. So at this time, know that you are amazing. And I thank you all with all of my heart and soul for growing this channel, for being this collective of understanding that we can all be duped by something someone said because of blind loyalty. Even myself. We mess up. Remember to forgive. So with much love and light, I am La Supra Cobra. You know who I am and will always be known as the one. Adios.